How's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are enjoying your day or the evening whenever you're watching this video. Actually, I have been. You all know that every year in March and in September I bring in Wicca level 1. So every year that is the process, and luckily, or with the blessings of the divine, the batches are started getting full. But a lot of people have been asking me few questions which I have noted down here. For example, the first question which has come by many viewers is, what is the difference between Hoodoo and Wicca, and which one, maybe the next question I'll go next. So basically Wicca is a different modality and Hoodoo is a very different modality, firstly. And Wicca basically works with magic, works with connecting with the nature, works with respecting or connecting with the divine within yourself. And also Wicca also works with worshipping of certain deities, which some people call as the Lord and the Lady, some people call as the God and the Goddesses. Moreover, elements are there are certain sabbats, there are certain esbats and everything. And Hoodoo is a completely different tradition, because Hoodoo works with African religion. So are they both different religions? Yes, I would say they both are different religions. Wicca is a complete different modality, wherein Hoodoo is a complete different modality. Hoodoo works with orishas, Hoodoo works with African way of working aspects. And even if you see, Hoodoo works with a different set of worshipping methods, different set of invocation methods, or you call it as the initiation method or the incantation methods, wherein Wicca also works with a different thing. Only thing is, in Wicca there is a Guru Sishya Parampara. It is more like, you have a high priestess, and then you have a high priest, you have a maiden, you have a scribe, you have a lot of people who form the coven. You have an elder also of the coven. You have a lot of people who form the coven, and then you follow a disciple and a guru relationship, a mentor and a disciple relationship, where what you do is you follow, or you are always under the blessings of your high priestess. You connect with nature more, and you connect with elements more, you connect with yourself more. Because I will tell you, when I started my journey in Wicca in the year 2009, I was completely a very reserved person, and I used to always be in my own shell. I used to have a lot of fears, I used to have a lot of blockages within me. So Wicca, when you get into that initiation of Wicca, it clears those things. It makes you to connect with yourself more. It makes you to work with yourself more, because once you work with yourself more, then you start working with your clients. I have always said, I think most of you all know, in all my lives and in all my classes, in my live videos, I always say that, if you cannot heal yourself, if you cannot work on yourself, you cannot work on others. So that is the main reason Wicca molds you into it. And Wicca is a more lengthier process when you are following traditional Wicca. Now there are solitary Wiccans, there is hedge witch, there are a lot of Wiccas, which maybe when I get time in the future I will bring in another video or something on it. But when you follow the proper traditional coven, what we call it as a traditional Wicca, you always come under a coven. A coven is your family. And for example, I've always said this. In fact, I already have another video in YouTube which I speak particularly about how a coven works. So you fall under a high priestess, and then you learn certain things, and then you go with it. Wherein Hoodoo is just a part where you learn few things on orishas. You learn about certain herbs, oils, spells, and then you can start practicing, or you can start working on your clients and everything. Now, the second question which actually came to me was that if it is religions, do they follow any festivals? Wicca definitely has festivals. Wicca has sabbats. Wicca also follows esbats, which is our full moons. Like we have our Purnima, we have the full moon, the Purnima, and in Wicca they have these sabbats which are called as esbats, sorry, not sabbats, esbats, which is like we have the wolf moon, we have the snow moon, we have the same moons but with Wiccan names which we call as esbats. And then we have sabbats. Sabbats are more like particular festivals that we follow. Now for example, Halloween is celebrated throughout the world, and Halloween is a day where we work with ancestors, we have a Sabbat on the day of Halloween also. So like that, we follow certain Sabbats throughout the year. So and in African, in Hoodoo, they have feast days. Like for example, if you're going to work with Orisha, you will have the Orishas, you'll have the Elegua day, you'll have the Yamaya feast day, you will have feast days in that also. And but as I said, no, now here Sabbats is where you will be praying, or you will meet as a coven. All the members will meet together. Those days, actually, those days the pretty aspect of Wicca was that all the coven members used to meet together at one place. Now that is physically not possible. So now what I do, I make my coven members to come on a Zoom meet if I'm free and if I'm available, and then they all do rituals. They all, fall under my guidance, and then they do certain practices on that day. And some of which in fact, sometimes I give them a heads up that 2-3 days prior that this you have to do. And on every Sabbat, I pray on behalf of all my coven members that they are always blessed with health, wealth, and happiness. Wherein in Hoodoo, if it is a feast day, then you can do the feast day on your own. You don't need your high priestess or your mambo or your mentor or anything, because you will know how to do it. You will set up your own altar setup, and then you will make, for example, if you follow Elegua, then you will do more on the Elegua feast day. I usually try doing all the feasts. I don't stick on to particular Orishas. But then that is what is the difference. Here we work as a coven, as a family. We pray for each other. Here in Hoodoo, we pray as individuals. When I was talking about the feast days and all these things, I remember someone had asked me, is it compulsory that we have to follow every function or every festival that is followed in Wicca? It is not compulsory. See, always understand one thing. When in our Hindu tradition, I'll give you an example. We have the Janmashtami, we have the Vinayak Chaturthi, we have the Dashera, we have the Durga Puja. We have a lot of festivals. Some people pray with all the festivals. Some people celebrate all the festivals. Some people celebrate only specific festivals. Some people are just ardent Ganpati followers, so they will do only Ganpati. So it is up to your own will and wish when you do it. But end of the day, if you see, most of our people, what we do, we love praying with Ganpati. We also love praying with Lakshmi Mata. We also love praying with Kali Mata. We pray with various gods. It's not that one person is less powerful or the other person. We love praying with all the gods and goddesses. Same way, when you connect with all the Sabbats, when you connect with all the deities, when you connect with your high priest and your coven during those common festivals and all, your energy from inside grows. Your manifestation power increases. You are able to achieve things which you were not able to achieve before coming into Wicca. The next thing people ask me is, do we have to come to Chennai for Wicca? Now, it's a very controversial question, to be very, very frank, because many people teach even online and many people don't teach online. Now me, what I do is I follow what my high priestess had always said, that Wicca initiation should only happen in person, because that is your cord or the bond which is formed between you and your student, and that experience has to be done only in person and not online. So when it comes to Wicca, I am very, very specific that the student has to come to Chennai. When it is in Hoodoo, I tell them it is okay, you can even do it online. Many people asked me that we have never heard initiation process in Hoodoo, and why is it that you are doing an initiation process in Hoodoo? See, a lot of mentors have a lot of ways of doing things. A lot of different various healers or spiritual gurus, or the Hoodoo, the high priestess or the mambos, they have their own way of doing. I have my own way of doing. I only go by as per my calling, whatever I have learned, first thing. Second thing, whatever my Elegua has always asked me to do, or whatever my Orisha has asked me to do, that is how I go. So people who teach without initiation are wrong? Definitely not. That is their way of teaching. People like me who go for initiation pieces, are we wrong? No, we definitely, when we are not wrong, it is our way of teaching. So Hoodoo, you can do online also. It is not necessary that you have to come to Chennai. But as for Wicca, I always believe in person. So the next question, I'll just, one second, I'll just see if I'm right. So the next question which came to me was, does Wicca level 1 get over only in the 3 or 4 days that we come to Chennai? No, definitely it doesn't get over. See, Wicca is not a class which you learn overnight and then you become a powerful Wiccans. We are not Harry Potters. We are not in Satyug. We are in Kalyug. right? Here the energies are different, the wavelengths are different, the frequencies is different, everything is different comparatively to what it was in thousands of years back. So why do I come to Chennai? You come to Chennai mainly because you get your initiations done, you get a magical name, you spend time with your high priestess, you stay with her, you enjoy beautiful moments and memories you create with your new coven family members and with your high priest and the high priestess. That is the first thing why we call you. Initiation is a beautiful experience. In fact, I remember when I'm initiating people, I see what was their bond with me in their previous births, and then when they complete their level 3 with me, I tell them this was what was their bond with me, and that is why they have come back to me. And some people don't complete their level 3. Sometimes I know that they will not be completing. So coming back to the question, Wicca is not just that 3 days or 4 days. After that 1 year you do certain researches, you work on yourself, you work on the deities, you work on the meditation sent by me, you work on the researches sent by me, you start praying on the full moons, you start praying on the new moons, you work on the moon phases. A lot of things are there. So that 1 year you will mold yourself, and then only you go to level 2. Wherein in Hoodoo you don't have those levels. Hoodoo, whatever you learn in 3 days, basically what I do is I take them through a little bit of basics, and then I take them through the advanced, where I make you all to connect with Orishas, I make you all to do some 10-15 spells, I teach you all 10-15 oils in Hoodoo, I teach you all some powders, some lamps and traditions, way of connecting with ancestors, because Africans believe in ancestral connection is main. If your ancestor is happy with you, then in your life everything goes good and you are actually settled in your life. That is what African traditional Hoodoo believes. And in Wicca we believe that you need to believe in magic, you need to believe in the nature, you need to believe in the elements, you need to connect with the deities very strongly for you to become a powerful Wiccan. Okay, so let me see what was the next question. Is Wicca black magic or Hoodoo black magic? that's one question which I guess has come time and again, and I would only say one thing. Any modality you can do negativity. It is not necessary that you cannot do negativity. And be it Wicca or Hoodoo, both work on the darker side of a person and also on the white side of the person. Follow your own heart. Understand one thing. A proper traditional Wiccan or a person who follows traditional witchcraft always follows the Wiccan rede, which is the law of 3. Whatever you do comes back to you 3 times. And I am a strong believer of that. In fact, when I learned Wicca, I also learned how negativity was done on people, how it is removed, everything. Even when you people come to level 2, level 3s, you will be learning all that. But again, if you are learning how to do it and if you're going to do it, then believe me, it's coming back to you. Even in Hoodoo, there is black arts oil. There is, specifically, doing dolls with Hoodoo. You will also be learning dolls in my Hoodoo class when I'll be teaching you Hoodoo. There are dolls which can destroy a person, but if you're going to do a doll on someone, then someone will obviously do a doll on you. You have to be prepared for that. So this is what I follow. And sincerely speaking, I am a person who believes that if a person decides to do negativity, Wicca, Hoodoo, be it tarot cards, be it Reiki, these are all just tools. It's all here. And if I decide to, just follow my heart and be good, good is coming back to me. And if I'm going to do bad, then obviously bad is going to come back to me. Alright, now let me just see. I think I have answered most of the questions. Yes, before I see the next question or before I close this video, if you all have any questions, and many people are hesitant to put it in the YouTube link because they feel what people will, think, and people will know who's following me or what they're doing. Because recently I understood that when I don't put my everyday videos, many people message me, but that many comments don't come. So then they say, ma'am, our family is also following you. Then they see us if you're putting a comment. So at least to my WhatsApp number, send me your query of what is it that you want to know on Wicca and Hoodoo. Maybe I'll bring in more videos, because these questions itself I have accumulated over a span of say 20-25 days, and I'm bringing it. Alright, now the next one is, okay, someone has asked that you say Hoodoo is African religion, so are the herbs and are the oils and everything same? No, definitely not same. There are various ways of using herbs. Certain herbs, for example, I will tell you, proper buck's eye. Buck's eye is a proper Hoodoo herb. You will not find buck's eye in Wicca. You will only find buck's eye in your Hoodoo. Now coming to High John the Conqueror. All right, many people think we have High John, we use High John in our daily use, we work with High John in our Wiccan oils and everything. But High John the Conqueror, when I'm talking about the spirit of High John the Conqueror. And there is a way to, and that High John the Conqueror root always comes in a little bigger size. And there is a way of working with it. There is a way of invoking the spirit. There's a way of working with that energies. And when I used to make that pouch. I had made only once that pouch years back. And again now, as I said, you would have seen my Insta, I am making one more pouch for few people, because I have started preparing everything for the upcoming Hoodoo workshop. So when you work properly with that High John the Conqueror spirit, and when you are able to invoke the energies, do the right offerings, do the right directional prayers, then what happens is you will get your success, you will get your name and fame having the High John the Conqueror. Wherein in Wicca we don't use High John the Conqueror. Same way like that, there are many, if I sit to talk, there are many different Hoodoo herbs, and there are many different Wiccan herbs. So again, herbs are different, oils are different, way of praying is different, way of, now for example, Wicca works on elements, Hoodoo doesn't work on elements. Hoodoo works mainly on the orishas. Hoodoo works mainly on making of powders, on making of herbs, on doing the spells. So like this, there are a lot of differences. Now the last main question is, should I start my journey with Wicca or should I start my journey with Hoodoo? For that, I will only say one thing: go by your inner feel. Okay, people who have finished Wicca with me, I have told them always do Hoodoo also. And people who have done Hoodoo, I have never said do Wicca, because Wicca is your calling. Without inner calling, you cannot do Wicca. That you have to be very clear. Hoodoo, a person who has no knowledge on spells, a person who has no knowledge about tarot, no knowledge about Reiki, even they can do Hoodoo. Anyone under this earth, under this sun and moon, earth and sky can do Hoodoo. Wicca also anyone can do, but Wicca has to come from here. It has to be your calling. It has to be that I have found one guru finally in my life. I have found one mentor who is going to be with me lifelong, and there is no looking back. And then only Wicca is your calling, because Hoodoo is where you learn and then you part ways and then you follow your traditions. Again, as I said, anyone can learn Hoodoo. If you ask my suggestions as a fresher, what I should do as a fresher, first I would always suggest people to learn tarot cards, learn some healing, modality, learn candle spells, and then come to Hoodoo. Once you finish all these things, then I would tell them to go for Wicca, because by then they know how far they are meant to be in this divination field, how far they blend with this modality, how far they're able to connect with the divine, how far they're able to explore their spiritual inner calling and go to the extent of helping people. Helping people means, not commercially. Commercial is also needed. Even I work for money, even you work for money. Everyone in this world works for money. No one does free services. And even if they're doing free services, then again, I have no comments on it, because it is everyone's own way. But when I say help people, only when I can help myself, I can help others. Only when I know that I am on the right path, I can go on the right path. So finish all these things. Finish your Hoodoo, tarot, candles, everything, and then come for Wicca. Alright, now I'm already a tarot reader, I'm already a healer. Whenever I hear the name Wicca, I feel like doing it, then Wicca is your calling. But yes, Wicca has a selection process. I just don't select people like that. Wicca has its own selection process. Hoodoo doesn't have a selection process. Anyone can do Hoodoo. Wicca, you have to go through certain channels of selection processes and everything, and then only you can do Wicca. Now, I hope I have answered your questions. But if you still feel you have more questions, as I said, if you want to post here, more than welcome, please post it. Or you can send me your questions in my WhatsApp number. The number will be displayed here. And what I will do is I will again combine a few questions, and then I will bring in another video, maybe as a part 2. Maybe I will name this as, difference between Wicca and Hoodoo part 1. I don't know. And then I will bring in another video where I can even answer to more of your queries. If you all want to know more about Orishas, you can also let me know. In fact, in my Instagram, I have started putting on each Orisha, because many people feel, when I had put Obatala latestly, I want to share one experience here. One person said they could literally see Obatala come and have that offerings, and they were very happy that that Obatala was shown for them, wherein she was just a housewife and she didn't know anything about this. So that is how Hoodoo is. It is also a calling, if it is a calling, if it is meant for you. So I hope I have cleared these things. You can always WhatsApp me and let me know what is your doubts on this. As usual, like the channel, subscribe the channel, click on the bell icon so that you will know as and when I bring videos. I know I have been off late, very slow in videos and everything. I keep promising and then again I'm not able to do, because you all know I have 7 pets, and being a mother of one dog or one cat itself is one commitment, and for me all my 7, they need my full-time attention, so sometimes I'm not able to come. I am genuinely sorry, and deep gratitude to you all, because in spite of all these lacks, you people always wait for my videos. You people always come back to me and check on me, ki, how are you, why are you silent, why are your videos not coming, which really makes me feel special. So thank you everyone, dil se thank you, shukriya, gratitude, and God bless you all. And I would love to see you all as my students. Maybe I'm being selfish here, because I know how much you all love me, so I love you all equally. So I want to see you all as the most powerful Wiccans and wizards, and the most powerful hoodoo practitioners in this whole world. And I can say, yes, that is my student, or I can moreover say I am his or her guru. God bless you all, and with this I shall sign off. Let me know if you all have any doubts. Thank you. God bless you.